shows the in cut and then gets out of it. Watch, boom, slams on the brakes, spins Lattimore around.
And you called it. Lazard's been kind of the guy. And he's had a really productive game and
makes a very accurate throw, but that is pitch and catch for Joe Burrow with Jamar Chase.
Watch as he goes up the field, he does a little stutter move. Asante Samuel goes to the inside, and don't feel bad. That's happened to a lot of DBs over.
Pickup of 26.
watch Kelsey. He's going to use your leverage against you, Simmons. I'm going inside. I'm going to... No. I mean, that is a tight end. That's not a wide receiver, and that's why he...
You can see Watson here. He's one-on-one with Patrick Peterson. He just gives him a little double move. Patrick Peterson.
I'm telling you, Kenny, Arthur Smith coaches at the top in the booth.
These condensed formations, and that really forces the Patriots to play off coverage. So now Jonathan Jones, he gives Tyreek Hill a free release upfield.
We weren't sure if he would remain in the game.
Yes, and this is what they brought Chris Olave in.
Got that kind of cushion. Look, that's about 8-9 yards off the ball. Just threaten that deep because you've got that ability.
With Jimmy Garoppolo, he's trying to hit McCaffrey here on an angle route. Now he comes out of the backfield, and Garoppolo.
You talk about having late hands. You see the little burst there. He's running, and they just simply gorgeous. He gets outside of Eli Apple. Look at the ball placement.
McLaurin hauled that in 17 yards, and that's, you know, teams pick on Heineke about, oh, we want to make him.
It makes it look like he's going to run a crossing route, like a shallow cross. Nope. Pivot, come back out.
And Jefferson, that's where he gets people off with left.
It's really a good route. Watch Carter go up the field, press it there, look to the outside to the right, and then break back across against the rookie.
Here, when you're running routes like DeAndre Hopkins, you're going to see how Ward gets turned around and Hopkins come right out. He's not.
Right as we say that, Darius Slayton wins his one-on-one matchup on the outside. Kind of a back shoulder throw.
The ball out of his hands quicker. In the last 2 weeks, he does it again here, and the accuracy is so terrific.
Derrick Henry running, but it's been some gadgets and some wrinkles. This time, of all people, you're going to go after Jair Alexander, who's probably sleeping on the play. He's not.
That penalty is declined. Double play, touchdown.
But if we're going to follow up with that, you would really expect him to throw this one away, but he hangs in there until the last.
Well, they're going to show this. They're going to go over it like it's an over route, and he's going to fake that over, and then bam, hit the corner, the opposite side.
Fans have been wanting to see from the rookie Burks out of Arkansas. Can he win? Remember, A.J. Brown's in Philly. They need a receiver to make plays.
Amari Cooper is just so subtle that sticks that foot in the ground, runs away from Cooper.
There's Allen Robinson. They fake with that, and then he just goes. Like, look, there's no move, no stuttering. He just runs literally right by Chris Harris Jr. for the touchdown. Andy Dalton, Olave understanding the assignment. Aaron Donald bearing down, so I'm not going to waste any time. And Jalen Ramsey, I'm not sure if he read the scouting report, but Chris Olave is pretty.
This is not just a one-on-one here. You've got help over the top, so outside leverage. Now you're in trail, but he just knows exactly where that help.
Again, man coverage again on the outside, just a simple one-step slant.
Peoples-Jones, a little hesitation off the line of scrimmage, knowing he's going to the corner, and then give them the look inside. Get Amari Cooper, get him up against a young rookie player. He drives off the ball. It's a 5-yard stop.
So he's on the outside right here. He's going to come in and go right back out. But with that release, you think he's going across the field, and Darren Hall just can't adjust.
Harris Campbell, number 1, working from the third man inside, goes upfield, gets on top of the defensive back and breaks to the sideline, makes the biggest catch of the day.
Shades to the other side where Jefferson is, and you see Theo.
About that, I mean, just over the top, going after the rookie Mathis, and watch this, just catching it in the air, and then getting up at the last.
He's a Charger killer. Doesn't matter who it is that lines up. Here's a cornerback on the outside, Asante Samuel. One-on-one, man-to-man, and just can't keep up. And it always looks so close. You always think, I got him, and then...
Jarvis Landry did. He's going to get around Leonard Floyd and then bend it right back to where he was. As soon as he gets around him, boom. Never let the safety get in front of him. Taylor Rapp, he's up on Tyrann Mathieu. Now remember, Allen Robinson came in motion. So Tyrann Mathieu was first lined up against Tyler Higbee.
He's got a little voodoo. Watch the voodoo route here. He's going to come out to the inside, make him believe that way. No, sir. Going back the other way. Great hand. Good as Joshua Palmer been tonight. And it's not just like making plays. It's the aggressive way that he's making them and the runs after Asante Samuel. So one of the things the Chargers wanted to do with Kelce was keep mixing it up.
And that is a pickup of 24 yards.
Well, you got inside technique by Averett, and that is tough.
I mean, watch this route. He goes out. He goes back in. Jalen Ramsey has no idea where Travis Kelce is, and then he's one of the best.
It's a no-brainer. You have your best wide receiver. He's in man coverage, press man with no help from the safety.
He fired every ball. Watch his patience, up, inside, and then he...
Earlier, there was a near miss. Darius Slayton couldn't keep his footing. Well, not this time. The kids call this a head top.
Wow's pick it. And let's see if both feet came down in bounds. What a catch.
That sure looked like it. A really good catch.
Wow.
That far down the field off the AP.
Come on.
He takes on scramble drill. You're short, go deep. Nice job there. Fights off. He's getting his left.
This guy's arrived. Look at St. Brown. Ooh, get that leverage. Get him off his spot and make him start.
Minnesota has disguised coverages, used too deep, but here's straight man coverage. Go route by Devontae Parker. He just runs by him in a beautiful.
On the day.
Tennessee. A 30-second timeout.
The stop and go, and just enough space past it.
His changeup and his speed to be able to get open. He has so many different moves and releases.
Yes, it is, and that's an excellent route by Deontay Johnson. And just
because watch as the slant comes in and the back goes to the flat. That's a tight.
Chris Harris broke him off something fierce. Watch him. Ooh. Allen Iverson crossover.
6 touchdowns now in the last 3 games. He is really something. When he gets in the open field and running, that was some throw by Jordan Love, too. I don't know what they're going to call it, but you have to have a route that lands right at the pylon, right? So everybody has a landmark. Here you go with Watkins on the outside.
So what do? You run through it, Jason.
Absolutely. They call this an east-west double. They're covering the east, they're covering the west, they're not covering. Well, this is exactly what I was talking about. Watch Waddle come off, and he's just going, pressing, and then snaps it off. Look at how wide open he is because of the speed and because of the quickness of Tua recognizing and getting rid of the ball.
He's got 25.
He really has, and this is, again, just a great route. They call this a dig route.
Put Rasul Douglas in a really tough spot, one-on-one with just a fantastic football player. And Mike, I just...
The longest play from scrimmage tonight for the Colts. Yeah, they haven't really attempted any of these, and that has been the Achilles heel of this defense for the Steelers.
He's going to threaten Surtain deep on this one. Gets him to open those hips, and then he puts on the brake.
Watch Jefferson here on the left-hand side. He's got Jones by himself. This is a 7 pump. He runs up, pretends like he's running an out route, puts the foot on the ground and runs vertically down the field.
Very difficult to defend all the way across the field. Look at that. Just a straight. It's normally rare, but not when you're the Buffalo Bills, who are first in the NFL on 3rd and 11 plus and 3rd and 13.
40%.
You're going to see Sutton after Russell Wilson escapes in the pocket here, sees his quarterback's in trouble. When you're deep
for 38 to 48 straight yards. That ball, if it's anybody
with a helmet in his stomach, gives CeeDee Lamb time to run. CeeDee Lamb, he runs this route as well as anyone. It's a little shake corner, sell the corner, then defensive coordinator. But at some point, how many times are you going to match up your nickel corner, Holmes?
I love the design as they wait, and then he goes, and then he gets up the field. So you wait, then you stutter. Carlton Davis, he's trying to actually draw the pass interference.
Starting to put it together. They pick up 39 with Cooks.
I've been waiting all day for that. It's just a go route. Cooks takes an inside release, then gets back.
So wide open because Denzel Ward sees Julio Jones streaking down the field. So now he wants to play deep. Tom Brady's going to read that all day. He's seen that.
Waddle's just going to run right down the middle, and Tua's just going to trust. You have a safety over the top, but he's just going to trust his receiver
on this play, and what that does, it puts Marcus Peters underneath, and so you...
This is a really tight window. Watch Elijah Moore going to get on top of Jalen Jones and then kind of break in. Here comes your safety over the top, Eddie Jackson. So that's a really well thrown.
Had a big dropper in the first half, but not this time. Look at how well that route is run, breaks it off.
His possible meeting with the talented rookie cornerback Tariq Woolen.
Yeah, I think Davante Adams has been one of my all-time favorites. Have been moving around Davante Adams quite a bit in this game. We've seen him inside in the slot, you know, on 3 receivers.
What I'm saying, if I'm the coach, hey, great play, Derwin, but knock it down. You just cost us about 20 yards in field position. We would have
watch him come up and come across. They run a clear out route, and then he comes underneath in that intermediate space. At
the 40-yard line, just snatched that right out of the air.
Well, it's a great throw, but an even better job by Palmer as he comes back. He recognized.
Look at in the middle of the route how Lockett right here just separates. You see Rock, you see.
Watch him with the quick little return route and back to the flat. Skirt. Oh, man.
Did he say
on 3rd and 10?
Well, the Cardinals rush 5, dropping 6 in.
This ball is so perfectly well thrown, too deep coverage, so you've got a hit between the corner dropping back and the safety closing from the top.
A rare running back that understands scramble drill adjustments that far down the field, and he gave his...
You're trying to hold up that gunner, thinking he's running down to cover.
Going down and making a play. Here's a better look at it.
Well, watch this deep post at the top of your screen. Use a little window dressing with Kamara. They try to show the deep in. A little corner and then a post. Deebo Samuel is where they really wanted to get this ball. He made it look like it was an over route.
Turned up, and if he held it for one more second, he runs right past Slay, and he's going to score. If he throws that one up over.
And Levi Wallace, he has safety help, so he sees it. He jumps it immediately. I mean, he's just right there. It's just.
He sees inside leverage, and he goes and attacks it, gets foot to foot, face to face before he breaks out. If he would have just ran straight and stayed for.
Well, everything I just said is a lot easier said than done. This is actually really good.
And Kittle's going to run this out route right here on your screen. And Kittle thought.
Rams offense right when they needed it. It's man coverage all the way. Get the first down. Watch, he's going to run a little, they call this a whip route. He's going to go out and he's going to settle.